Nacieron, cielito lindo viene bajando. We are heading towards the compost. Munch, 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 munch. Decomposition, 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 decomposition. I get down, I break down, I get down, I break down, I get down, 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 down. Hi everybody, this is Miss Julie showing you the secrets to compost and decomposition. We're here at my compost bin out in Vallejo in the hood. What you see here is my compost bin and my compost garbage, and those are all called greens, the garbage, the fresh foods that are going to go into the compost, along with browns. These are old leaves I gathered off the street. I got these today. They're a little more dry. These got rained on. And some old plant debris that's all dead. That's brown. And here we have some magic for the compost pile. What some people would call garbage and go, ew, but it's manure from the rabbits, and it is ready to go, and you can put it straight on the plants, but if you put it in your compost, it really activates it and gets it starting. So my compost bin is like the one at school in the garden that the 5th grade Miss Rosenthal's class just put in before we closed, maybe about a month before. And we had started composting there. And when the UAll students were last there, we lifted up the bottom to see what was there, and what we found was like a decomposing bagel with mold on it. But my compost pile at the bottom is had a lot more time to decompose. Oh, that's a big old stick that I didn't cut into small pieces, so it didn't decompose. This is a potato plant that's growing in there, but at the bottom, it's the finished compost. Look at that. Oh, it is dry and so delicious and yummy to plants. I am going to put it in the dirt where I'm going to plant some new sunflower plants later on today when it cools off. Okay, right where the eggshells are, I'm going to be enriching my soil with compost and worm castings. The eggshells are to keep the slugs hopefully away. I need more of them. Give me all your eggshells from Easter, 5th graders and everybody. They help keep the slugs off of new, tender, delicious plants. Okay, so back to the compost. This is what happens when all the decomposers or detritivores have finished their work and they've broken it all down. This smells just like dirt. Extra rich, lovely dirt. It's not stinky. And at the top, I'll put this on better later, so little critters don't go in. At the top, I'm going to open it up. If we're lucky, we'll see some little bugs crawling around doing their job. Let's see. Here we go. Anybody moving? A lot of little bugs. Flying bugs. Spider. This morning when I opened it up, there were roly-poly bugs. I'm going to just move this a little bit. Who's in there? Oh, can you see? Little critters crawling. Those are the decomposers. So this is the top of my compost pile. It's about a week old. And you can see, breaking down. Get down. That was an orange that had started to go bad. Does not look like it did when I put it in. Look at those decomposers. Working. Munch. Decomposition. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I build my compost pile, how I layer it. All right, the fruit and food garbage is called a green. It's not decomposed. Of course, they're not all green, but that's just the term for them. So I'm making a layer of greens, a lot of lemons that rotted, unfortunately. Spreading it out as evenly as I can. Oh, sorry, I'm not the best filmer, but you get the idea. I'm going to dump all my yummy green things, and this could also just be green plants that you didn't want growing. For example, weeds like this that don't have seeds. That's green because it hasn't dried out yet. Okay, so half your compost layer you want to be green. And there's this wonderful rhyme that Miss Kay, the garden teacher, Miss Cat, taught me, and I know she's teaching some of you. You take one hand out and you say 50 browns. In your other hand you go 50 greens. 50 or half browns, half greens, damp. How can I show you? Imagine your other hand damp like a wrung out sponge. So you want moisture, you want greens, you want your browns, and that is I'm actually going to put some magic secret ingredient of the rabbit poo because that activates it and just makes it break down really fast, and it adds a lot of great nutrition for the soil. Makes it very rich and healthy for the plants. And some straw that the rabbits use, that's the brown. All right, so we've got half brown, half green, little magic ingredient of rabbit poo, and here comes the browns. And one thing that's not in that rhyme that is very important for compost to work is it's got to have air. A little moisture, half browns, half greens, damp like a wrung out sponge. And then for the air, this compost bin you can't really turn. What I do is I poke holes in it with a big stick, and I try to get all the way down. And this is the system I have at the John Muir Garden. I saw Miss Cat was going to have people come if they wanted to with their families, or parent one family at a time, to do social distance gardening in John Muir. And I will try to be there. Make a drive over from Vallejo, where you know Marine World is. Oop, I still see some green, so I'm going to put a little more brown on. In any case, bring your compost. Let me know when you're coming. Google Classroom, Miss G. I'm sorry, not Miss G, Miss Rosenthal. Where did Miss G come from? Okay, and yeah, if you bring your compost, I'm sure Miss Cat will be able to do the compost with you. I think, but it's my one of my favorite things. It's such a beautiful process from that garbage that can get stinky if you don't separate it out and put it in a compost pile and follow that recipe like a lasagna. Layer it just right and get enough moisture and enough air, and you're gonna have over time the results of what the decomposers took care of, all the detritivores. Munch, 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 munch. Decomposition. You get down. You break down. Have fun, everybody. I miss you all. Adios.